Hey, what's up guys, it's Mac here, the creator of MkbcultWeapons, and today I'm going to show you the latest product we have in our Second Life marketplace. So this is called the Demon Destroyer Sword from Black Clover anime. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I really love the anime. So we're making that sword, and here it is. It is already in Second Life. We'll show you the overview, features, and more. Everything you need to know coming up. So first, let's check out the build, and let me just draw this weapon by clicking this button over here. This is our new HUD, so just press draw and shift, and this is what we are getting. So this is how it looks like when you draw your sword. So this is actually made out of mesh. Oops, sorry for that. Pure mesh, and it actually has as you can see over there, if I try to move my mouse in and out sideways, you can see that the light, or the red light, or the white light, whatever light is going through this weapon, it is reflecting. That is what we call the specular map. And to make it more realistic, it also has a bump map, which gives a nice looking bump on our weapon. So this is the effects, the red thing going out, and I will show you more about that later on. But this is how it looks like in its glory, in its full glory, or whole design. Okay, so other than that, we also suggest that if you're going to buy this weapon, that you use you put your settings to graphics to ultra. Well, if your PC is having a hard time with ultra, I guess high will do, but the quality will be lessened. As you can see over there, it's not really you cannot really see the full glory of the weapon itself. So if your PC can handle, then I guess that will be fine, or that will be for the best. Anyway, so the parts we are getting for this weapon is the sword, of course, also the Grimoire holster over here. I don't know what you really call that, but that is where the book of Asta, or the Grimoire of Asta, is located. And we also have what we call an optional back sheet over here. You don't really need to wear this, but if you're going to use it for normal days, or what we call this not the magic version, you could just put that on your back as an option, or something to show your friends off with. Okay, so other than that, we also have the book that is in front, and it only appears when you try to draw the weapon. So as you can see over there, this is the Asus Grimoire, and this is how it looks like, and automatically it disappears after you draw your weapon. Okay, enough with the design. So today I'm going to show you also what are the features included in this weapon. For the first time in MkbcultWeapons history, we already added a mocap, or a motion capture animation, in this weapon. So we actually have 8 total attacks, and some parts are just animation override, simple animation override. So let me just show you the attacks that we have over here. Okay, so you can see the movements are already fluid. It's not unlike the weapons that we had before. So these are the attack animations. So it's just randomly playing by itself, and alright, that's the thing that I was looking over. Anyway, so those are the attack animations, and let's just move into a different position so that you can see it while it's moving at its back. So this is how it moves. So those are the attack animations. Anyway, let me just remove this quick. And of course, not only that, we also have what we call the simple movement, like for instance walking. So this is how it looked like when it's walking. So it's just like it's stalking or something. Okay, I'm glitching over there. Anyway, so also if you press run, this is how it looks like when it's running. I guess okay, so that sound is really coming from the ground. Anyway, so that's how it looks when you are running. And now I'm going to press jump. That's falling down. Okay, now if we try to like go up a little higher and fall down, this is how it looks like. Boom. So that is included in our animation override. But of course, if you don't want that, we could always go for the no animation override, because I know some of you wanted to use your own animation override. So you can turn that off by going in our animation over here. Instead, by default, it is already in number 1, but you can choose number 2 so that you could turn that off. So as you can see, the simple animation override is already removed, but you could always use the attack or the actions that we have on this weapon. Okay, so speaking of animation, I need to emphasize this more regarding the number 3, because when you press number 3, this will be with animation override and also with the included actions or the attack animations. But when you try to draw it, it's not going to be the magical one, so it's going to be the normal draw and shit action. So as you can see, let me just try that again. So if you wanted to use it normally without the book, you could actually remove that. That is just for aesthetics actually, and this is, well, actually everything else is, but with some damage could be happening this, because I am wearing the Linden Lab combat system. We'll explain more of that later on. So anyway, after that, the number 4 will be the same thing, but without the animation override or the simple animation override for your avatar. Okay, I hope that explains that part, and let's move on to the next. And now for the effects, we actually have several effects included here. I just want you to know that this effect is not just colored, but it is textured. As you can see, it's not just pure red, but it also has this white thingy happening to make it more dramatic, so to speak. So we could actually change that by going to the effects, and you can remove that by clicking here. And as you can see, it was removed, or you can click that back to bring back those red effects, and you could actually change color in accordance to these colors alone, because those colors are actually what we call texture changing effects. So it's not color, once again, it's not color, it's textures. So that's that, and this is another, and we'll show you why we had a color like that here. And we also had this dark one, or dark blue or purple, just like in the anime. And also we have some fiery red. Okay, and green. So each time you click those, the book appears, just in case you don't know. And the last one will be the non-colored one, so the black one. So the black, I'm not sure if it's visible, but it's actually a nice touch over there. It's just so black. So let's just return to the red, because I like the red one. That's why I made that at the top. Anyway, so as for the effects, those are the things that we have for this weapon. And of course, not only that, we also, before we're going to go to the resize, and the rest of this. I just want to show this off to you guys, that we also have a texture change. So what this do is it will change the texture into something else. So the variation of this sword, it has 3 different textures. So one is this one, second will be the design for liches. If you're watching the anime, you will understand me. This is lich version, so let's just change the effects that it will be appropriate for that. So now the color is different and the reflection is also different, as you can see. Oops, sorry for that. Let's just try to put that into action, because as we change the effects here, also the blade trail also changes. As you can see, the some sort of line that you can see over the weapon as it swings, or as my avatar swings the weapon, it has these lines. We call that blade trail actually. Anyway, that's not just the texture, but we also have the null or the gray design. So we could choose this, and as you can see, it turns into gray. That's a different texture. Now I placed that part there because I wanted to use that one, so that when we go to the color change, we could actually set it to default, wherein you could also choose the Asta version or the liches version to change the color and change the color accordingly. So this is how we change the color accordingly. So let's just choose this one, the gray one, so we could actually emphasize the colors that we're going to choose. So first, we could actually choose from sword part, or the handle part, or the handle and part, guard part rather. So let's just start with the sword part, so you could actually change that color into whatever you like, in accordance to this set of colors that we have prepared for all of you. So that's it. And also, if you click this, we could also change a different color for that. So let's just change something like green. So that's really up to you, that as you change those colors, when you try to ship your weapon also at your back, it also changes automatically. Okay, so that's it. But in order for you to reset those colors, just in case you made a mistake, just click this part and boom, it returns back to normal. So anyway, that's how you change the color. Just in case you don't know, that these are also color changeable, the back sheet and the holster and the book and everything else. So all you have to do to change the color of that is just to pick this, and you could also change the texture. As you can see, it's already brown. It's just a brown texture, wherein you could actually click this once again to change those into gray. Or if you wanted to bring back the brown color, just pick whatever. So actually both of these are brown, and this is the only gray color, grayscale, so that you could change the different colors in accordance to what you want. So it changes in accordance to what you really wanted for your avatar, because I know most of us are changing clothes and everything. We wanted something appropriate for our avatar, but for me, I'm just going to return that into brown. And yes, let's just return this to red, because I like the red one. It's not my favorite color, but I think it's just appropriate for the sword. Personal perspective, that's really subjective. Anyway, let's just close these things up. You could also resize this by clicking here, and if you choose this, you will have this option over here. Okay, some parts are really hidden, but you could, this is actually minus, and the hidden part are the plus sign, which is hidden on my screen. But if you could you could actually lessen the size of this by clicking some parts. So just keep on clicking on that to lessen the size of your sword. So if you made a mistake, just go to the original by clicking original. Anyway, let's just remove that. And yeah, system, we actually have community combat system, Gorean meter, ZCS, and also Linden Lab combat system. Those are the normal combat system nowadays in Second Life. But if you have something else, let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, these are the controls selection. If you could just look over here, it will change to left mouse arrow, which is when you press down your left mouse and try to press the ASDW buttons on your arrow keys rather, it will continue to attack. Or if you just want a click action, then just remove that and you have keep on clicking your your mouse, and you will have that action already. So let me just move this over here. Okay, so inside the box we could actually change the remove the existing resizer script, because if you will look into our contents over here, that it has a resizer script, an offhand script, a main hand script, and also the color, texture, and effects script. So I actually separated those so it will not be too confusing whenever I'm editing. So all you have to do is just delete this part. You cannot delete like I can here because I have the full permission. You can actually delete that by using the resizer here and by clicking here, and you will look at your note and says weapon resizer deleted. So let's just look into that really quick, and let's wait for this one to load up, because as all of you know, so as you can see, it's already deleted. We can actually also delete the effects if you don't want the effects, especially for those who's using Gorean meter. We could actually delete those, and we actually have a command that will be included in the box note card and stuff, all of the things that we needed to delete. So what is this offhand mean? This actually means that you could use it as a normal offhand or left hand. You could actually attach that on the right hand and work as a main right hand weapon, but when you attach that on your left hand, it will act as a normal offhand. I don't know if some of you doesn't get that, because we are planning to put this in a dual mode with the other sword of Asta that we are about to update very soon. So this is Asta's weapon, or the demon Destroyer Sword. So let's just draw that once again, just to let you see. And this is what you are going to get in this package. So a little information before I end the video. So as for the permission of this weapon, it will only be copy in the marketplace. If you wanted a modifiable and copyable version, you have to visit us in world. And of course, just to let you know earlier, as of now, before you're even going to put your money on this, it is going to be much more expensive if you buy it in world with the modifiable and copyable version. So if you like what you see and you wanted a package for yourself, for your avatar, you could always check out the link in the description below for more information about this weapon. So that's it, guys. If you found this video interesting and helpful, make sure to give us a thumbs up and share it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.